Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host Sean Goncalves, and today's time we're going to discuss about the MCU has already damaged its own perfect Doctor Doom setup. The MCU wishy-wash approach to magic could cause the inclusion of Doctor Doom to fail once again and hurt potentially their greatest villain. Doctor Doom is arguably Marvel's greatest villain, and after two consecutive failures to bring him to life, the big screen, the MCU is already in danger of messing it up for the third time. One thing that makes Doctor Doom so engaging is the dual nature as both scientist and sorcerer. However, the past cinematic irritation have completely discarded this aspect of a character. Thanks to Doctor Strange, the potential is certainly there to deliver the complete package of Doom science and magic. The problem is that the MCU wishy-washy handling the magic could wind up beating them with Doom in a big way. Doctor Doom Deepath in a Fanatic for issue 5 in 1962 only grew popularity over the decades as a true crossover villain capa- cap- capable of interacting with initially any hero Marvel had to offer. Despite his first appearance and his rivalry with Mr. Fantastic, Doom was just likely to show up in an issue of Spider-Man or the Avengers. This popularity naturally made Doom obvious choice to previous attempts to adapt the Fantastic Four and the big screen. Unfortunately, both Fantastic Four efforts were unsuccessful. In fact, Stan Lee himself eliminated the failure of movies having a lot to do with failure and properly adapt the Doom Doctor Doom villain driven by his ego and ego arguably justified in some ways when one considers the accomplishment his master science and magic landing him in contention for the smartest man on earth. It's not beyond in making him candidate for Sorcerer Supreme. The previous attempt to adapt the character to film completely discarded as the detail the 2005 Fantastic Four film Remain Doom. Julian McMahon graded evil businessman, while the 2015 fanatic for the Spec Doom, Toby Cable, is an angry, brilliant computer scientist, both obviously a far cry from hypnotic, magnetical director comics fans known and love or love to hate. Related, Scoville MCU fate lays the foundation for Doctor Doom, making Doom Master Science is hardly the issue. Both previous irritation connect the victor and science some way. The absence of magic is where things start to fall apart. In both irritation, luckily the MCU has the magic angle covered and presents that of Doctor Strange makes magic an integral a part of the MCU. The problem is the MCU has been extremely cagey about the nature of magic in its stories, largely due to the Thor franchise suggesting as far back in the first film that magic in the MCU initially just alien science and human aren't able to understand at that point. Doctor Strange was some time away, but the assassination has yet to be reconnected, which threatened to once again strip Doom of core duality by blurring the lines between the two forces. Not only will negatively impact his duality, but it would have knock-on the effect Doctor Strange subsequently WandaVision seems to contradict Thor implications, but the defensive answer he's still never truly been given. If Marvel comes down more to the side of things, Thor suggests that could make it less special. The Doom mastered both if the two things are threatened at the same time. Then Doom accomplishment could almost solely be attributed to intellect, which lessens the scope how impressive really is. Weaknesses, justification, and massive ego. It could unintentionally translate him into being just smarter, megalomaniacal version of Iron Man. Doctor Doom needs magic in order for his character to be fully realized. Without it, character considerably less bite as it makes him less versatile and not able to fit easily into a virtually intact story. The way its comic book counterpart does it also informs that helps reinforce the very trait that makes the character endure for so long, overwhelming force that his ego. Hopefully the MCU will solve the magic problem enough that Doom can appear otherwise. He's seemingly inevitable induction into the MCU already well doomed. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this topic. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for new episodes.